The round table.
Gentlemen,
Aye.
let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let them know what's what. Fire at will.
It's time for action, gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the round table.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
I've never
at least
hung
one
over.
of these PBRs, gentlemen.
Just what's that?
You gotta at least have half a Holden share on these PBRs or something. Yeah, Kevin ain't gonna drink nothing. Ben,
Well, we can return them.
You went nuts, buddy.
I just wanted to give people what they wanted, but no one wanted it.
Can you return beer?
All right.
You can return beer.
My goal.
That's what a rapist says.
No, it's not.
I didn't end up needing
So my
this.
goal for the podcast is to see if I can drink enough of these PBRs for my girlfriend to break up with me tonight.
Oh, man.
Hey, that's not a bad goal. Welcome to the Roundtable of Gentlemen, everybody. Marcus, am I praying?
You are.
Okay, I'm not happy about it, and I don't know what to say. Dear Beelzebub, I want to thank you so much. Oh, I watched a great documentary last night about Gloria Steinem.
It's a prayer, not a conversation.
If you knew anything about religion, prayers are conversations.
But I feel like God already knows what you did last night, man.
No, he
He's
does not.
watching, dude, like Santa Claus.
God's a perv. Because I was in my underwear and I watched a great documentary about Gloria Steinem and her and Betty Friedan. They got into a large beef because Betty Friedan looks a little bit like Danny DeVito, and Gloria Steinem's a beautiful woman. And so I want to thank you for modern feminism, Lord, because I feel like overall it's helped us men understand how important the female gender is and how important it is for us to respect them. And that is why on today's episode, we don't have any women.
What the fuck happened, man?
I watched a documentary.
About Betty Fried?
No, Friedman. It was about Gloria Steinem.
Gloria Steinem.
Her whole life was easy because she was so beautiful, and she didn't go watch her father as he died, and she didn't go watch her mother as she was on her deathbed either.
That sounds depressing.
It was depressing.
So ugly people have shitty enough lives where they go watch their families die, but pretty people just get to be in the other, in Jamaica.
What I'm saying is, thank you, Lord, for modern feminism and for everyone that's on Twitter talking about modern feminism.
Is that the reason you wore that jean jacket? I don't know. It's all right.
Thank you, Kevin.
It's just funny to me, man.
We're not wearing it.
It's not a jacket, but just
He filmed the
denim
whole thing in it
shirt.
earlier.
What'd you film in that?
It's a jean shirt.
Yeah, well, technically anything could be.
No,
a
that
jean
was what he
jacket,
chose for the filming. I didn't say anything. It was already like halfway through the filming. In my mind, I was like, I walked in, I'm like, you're wearing that?
I saw it 20 minutes ago and I was already concerned, but I chose not to mention it. And here we are at this moment.
I mean, you gotta say something eventually. I'm glad you're around because I was just gonna let him be an asshole.
The proximity right now.
And that wraps up the greatest roundtable of prayer that's ever been prayed. Amen. Welcome to the Roundtable of Gentlemen, everybody. We're missing quite a few members of our cast, but thank God we have people in the seats to fill their voices. Andrew Short is here, sitting in for Jackie Zebrowski.
Hey, everybody!
Good work.
Kind of sounds like her.
Gold, Andrew.
Nailed it.
I'm Ed Larson, and I don't got nowhere to fucking be.
None of us do. Sitting in for Holden McNeely. Thank God. By the way,
congratulations, everybody. You made it. Holden finally didn't show up to a podcast.
Holden's gone. Can I redo my prayer? Can we start all over? Dear Beelzebub, thank God Holden isn't here.
Holdenators. My name is John Moreno, and I'm sitting in for Holden McNeely. Super fan of not the show, but a super fan of Holden McNeely and all his roles.
You sound like Holden if he only had one testicle.
I do have one testicle.
God, man.
And I named it Holden.
It's like a Komodo dragon left, and it was replaced with a fucking weasel.
Oh, and speaking of Komodo dragons, a couple of our listeners was able to actually adopt through the World Wildlife Fund a Komodo dragon in Holden's name.
Did it actually happen?
It happened. They did it.
Holden has a Komodo dragon named after him?
Yes, he does.
Hey,
How much does that piss you off, Kevin?
It makes me fucking angry as shit. Look, I'm wearing a shirt with dinosaurs on it, man. Komodo dragons are technically dinosaurs, and I feel like that's disrespectful.
That's World Wildlife Fund needs to be shut down.
It's going to be the sickest lizard of all time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we got to start setting the World Wildlife our podcast so they can know what they're being represented by.
Can you imagine how sad you would be if you were that lizard? Because you're already a lizard, and then somebody shows up and shows you a picture of the dude that technically owns you, and it's just a picture of some grease. You have to deal.
John Moreno was sitting in for Holden McNeely.
Hello.
Thank you. Kevin, you're here. How's your life been, Kevin?
I'm all right, man.
We missed you, buddy.
Yeah. I've been all over the place, but I'm here, man. You know? Mm-hmm. Got dinosaur shirts, man.
Mm-hmm. You do got dinosaur shirts. How many dinosaur shirts you up to?
Not enough, man. Honestly, this might be the only dinosaur shirt I got.
That's not true.
I got like 3-4 bird shirts.
But birds are dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly. So we have them together.
Even in this shirt, one of the dinosaurs is flying.
Yeah, pterodactyls. I know. I don't even got to look at the shirt.
I was told pterodactyls never existed, Kevin. What do you have to say about that? Yes, according to the History Channel.
Paragons or parrots?
And then we have somebody, and his name is...
Malcolm X2.
Malcolm X2. Thanks for being here, Malcolm X2.
I thank you.
Thank you. Good Lord. All right, Marcus, let's do a news story.
A California man is in jail after police say he killed his ex-girlfriend's dog, then cooked it for her. Redding, California police say Ryan Wattenpaw, 34, fed the woman her Pomeranian.
Wattenpaw.
Yeah. It's funny. I didn't notice it the first time through.
I just don't.
And it's gonna get funnier as the story goes on.
I don't want to like fluff this piece up, but this might be the greatest story that's ever been told.
All right.
I do have a quick question. Was this an Asian man?
It was not. I mean, Ryan Wattenpaw.
Andrew sitting in for Jackie, so technically he's the only one that can be racist towards Asians. So you are now -1 for sitting in for Holden.
I was not being racist against Asians.
He was asking.
I was going to say
asking
something that was going to be more
question.
racist.
Yeah, that's because
Because if it wasn't an
Go
Asian
ahead, what
man,
was
then
it?
this is
I was going to
fucked.
say Ryan's not a very Korean name, and then we all would have laughed, but John blew it.
John did blow it.
John blew it.
So John, you
That
just
wasn't
remember
funny
that.
now, but I could see
Back
me
then, it
back
would have
then.
been
I would have went
hilarious.
nuts.
Let's
Yeah.
redo it,
Great
Marcus.
time.
Give it another go. Just read it again.
All right. A California man is in jail after police say he killed his ex-girlfriend's dog, then cooked it for her. Redding, California police say Ryan Wattenpaw.
Ryan Wattenpion.
No, okay, again, John, you are sitting in for a lizard. Your role is to be disgusting, not racist. That's good.
Wattenpaw.
That was racist.
Well, Ryan Wattenpaw, 34.
It's like a Looney Tunes character.
Yeah.
Wattenpaw.
Yeah.
Fed the woman her Pomeranian, named Bear, without her knowledge. According to police, he cooked his ex-girlfriend the sick dish as a form of revenge. The woman told police the woman told
By the way,
police.
can I just say this? I've taken care of 2 Pomeranians in my life, and they've both been named Teddy Bear. Stop naming Pomeranians Teddy Bear.
Why?
Or Bear. They happen to look like little bear cubs. Every goddamn Pomeranian is named Bear.
I like it.
No, it's like Madison or Jennifer or Edward.
So you don't like people named Edward? You don't like Edward?
I don't like Edward. No, it's too common. Get unique with your names.
What would you name it?
Teddy Bear.
Teddy Bear?
3.
But it's a Pomeranian.
It's
Iranian.
If you're going to cook it, then you should probably call it Pomeranian sauce.
And you thought Holden was bad, everybody.
This is what I guess you have to want Holden to be back.
Yeah.
Because this is like, oh my God.
What do you think? What do you think, Kevin? It's too cliche. I hate when people name their animals. You got to have unique names for your animals.
I don't really associate with dogs that much, man. It's
Really?
like I'm not like a pet dude, man. I had one
What would
cat.
you name a bird? If we gave you an African gray, what
Oh,
would you
of course,
call it?
Luger.
Oh, yeah, that's a stupid
And
question.
it's
What would you
like-
name the
it's-
second one?
But the thing is, it's technically already bird Luger because you see the bird and you think bird, and then you see Luger, and his name is Luger, but he's a bird, so you get it. That's kind of a little quick joke for the people that
understand it.
That understand it, man. And that's all you need. I don't really fuck around. Listen, I had one cat, it died. I had a dog, it died. And you know what? After that, I was done with him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's over?
Yeah, it's over, man.
I
Straight
would
up
call
birds.
my Pomeranian Swellens the close to the ground human. Because they are people.
I would name my Pomeranian Starved to Death.
That's nice.
It's actually funny, though. But it's sad.
Well, the woman told police Bear went missing after she and Wattenpaw got in an argument that escalated to him allegedly assaulting her. Investigators also said the pair reconciled briefly last weekend. That was when he cooked her a meal, telling her it was pork. Police said the next day the victim received a text message from Wattenpaw asking her how her dog tasted and referenced the meal he had cooked for her.
Do we blame South Park for this?
No.
Oh, no.
This is very
a story as
Cartman-esque.
old as time. South Park is the first people who thought about cooking someone their family.
Yeah. Malcolm X too. What do you think about this revenge plot by this guy, though? I mean, this is something creative.
I like it.
Yeah.
I would if I was gonna do something like that. If that's a good payback, I think.
Worse than eating your own kid, Andrew? What do you think?
No, that's not as bad as eating your own kid.
Eat your own parents is what they did on South
Yeah.
Park.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd rather eat my parents than my kid.
What about the dog?
No problem.
You'd eat the dog over the
Oregon
parents and the
Trail
kid.
rules.
I would eat a dog.
Yeah, always eat the dog.
Marcus, what do you think?
Eat the dog, my parents, or my kid?
Yeah, let's say you're on the trip, but the dog's your best friend. The dog's always been there for you. Your parents are yelling at you.
Your kid's your kid.
I can't believe you're asking this question. This puts you in
Yeah, it's just-
extreme,
it's
like...
insane that you even- the fact that you would even consider thinking about this is fucking nuts, man.
I don't know.
I mean, this is a question the sociopath asks.
Yeah.
I am just a man asking questions.
I would try to find someone else's dog first.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah, you're gonna find a dog that's like your dog. There's
Ben
enough
would say
dogs
I
that
would
look the
look for
same,
someone else's
have
kid
similar
first.
traits.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but I mean,
I would kill someone else's kid over my dog.
your
maybe.
parents are old. They're on their deathbed, and you have a beautiful young Pomeranian, and you can eat one.
Pomeranian.
You eat the Pomeranian?
I don't like Pomeranians. I don't like little dogs.
Did he eat it too? Did they share it?
Well,
Well,
let's go into
I'm
it.
sure he probably did. I mean, he cooked the meal for her. I'm not sure if he said like, "Oh no, honey, this is for you."
'cause, yeah,
I'm sorry, this is for me beating you last night.
Did she say anything about like the taste?
It doesn't say, but it does say that in addition to feeding her the dog, a pair of the dog's paws were later left on the doorstep after he fed her the dog. And police said that
This dude is fucking awesome.
And, oh no! And it gets better, Kevin. Police said Wattenpaw has admitted to severing the dog's paws, but denied killing or cooking the dog.
Oh wow.
Wattenpaw's dog's
He's
paws
gotta go
are
there.
lucky dog's paws. I would eat my mommy.
Stop looking at me when you say that.
Yeah, John. I'll tell you one thing. A lot of people have failed on this show, but they look great now. It's a very ironic.
I don't know
name.
why you signed yourself up for this, John. Like, you know we just hate Holden. And
yeah.
like you sit in for Holden. It's like, of course.
Don't rub yourself like that. John is rubbing his arms, his hands.
going on
I gotta
for a
warm up.
It's been going
By
on
making
for a while. You just
rubbies.
sit next to me, you're rubbing your fucking thighs, listening to this story about this dog being ate, and you're rubbing your thighs.
Andrew, you're Jackie. A man cooked you dinner. That's kind of nice, right?
Yeah.
So it happened to be your own dog, but
Yeah, my favorite part of the story is that it says they made up, they reconciled, and he stayed mad enough to still feed it to her.
well, he stole
Which is
the
awesome.
dog before they made up. I mean, this was a long-term thought.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really. I mean, this guy's motivated.
First of all,
The
fuck
dog
this
was
girl.
probably yeah. Go ahead.
You gotta go. You go out there. You go find that dog. Your dog's lost. You can't be spending time eating this weird prepared meal with this guy.
Right.
The guy who just beat you. You go find your lost dog. This dog needs food. It needs shelter.
Are you
It's
taking
a
that
Pomeranian.
straight from Billy Madison or whatever the Adam Sandler movie is, where he discusses go find that? Yeah,
It is true though.
yeah. You got to go find the fucking dog.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I mean, this woman, telling her that it tasted like pork, or telling her that it was pork, that wouldn't necessarily ring true because apparently dog has a taste that's a cross between beef and mutton with extra meaty flavoring.
What's mutton?
That lamb.
Oh. So dog's actually tasty.
How the
Sounds like it.
How aren't we domesticating cows and eating dogs then? That is a
Because
perfect
there's a lot
combo.
more meat on a cow.
Yeah.
This guy said the braised dog that he ate was cooked in a clay pot along with huge cloves of garlic and chilies and was mildly spiced with a splash of soy sauce. And he also detected a hint of cinnamon.
What's he going?
Well, this guy was a beast. Like Chef Ramsay and shit.
Do you think nicer dogs taste better? Like a golden retriever would be way better than a chihuahua?
Yeah, it's like free range dog.
I would eat Lassie
Organic
sushimi.
dog.
Organic dog.
You would eat raw dog, John?
If it was Lassie, if it was a well-bred, just beautiful dog.
It's a power thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be jerking off the whole time. But if it were from good breeding,
I mean,
Yeah, I don't want to eat dolphins, but I'd eat Flipper.
what's the big? I mean, obviously the biggest issue is that he ate a. The woman loved the dog, not
Yeah.
that they ate a dog, right?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, he's being charged with animal cruelty.
So would that still be animal
Why,
cruelty
though?
had
What?
he had a?
Why is it animal cruelty?
Isn't
I think
against
it
the
mostly-
person, not so much the animal?
Because I don't think you're allowed. It's a weird thing that we have here in America. What we're allowed to kill and eat. Say if it was her pet lamb, then I doubt that we'd have much of a problem with it. But since it's her pet dog, but I also think that the added little stinger was cutting off the dog's paws and putting those on the porch.
Well, no, but that's
Yeah.
crazy though, because you can't waste the dog. The dog is dead, so you got to leave
Yeah.
the paws to haunt her.
You gotta play pranks with the paws.
It also wasn't her dog. I mean, his dog.
Yeah,
So-
it was not his dog. And guess what this guy's bail is?
$25,000.
$250,000.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
So that means it's actually 25 grand to get out because you gotta get 10%.
Yeah.
So
Crazy high bail on this guy.
what's a prison sentence for something like this, Marcus?
For animal cruelty?
Probably.
I know there was
They're
one fella-
definitely gonna throw the book at him.
3, 4,
Cookbook.
5 years. There
What
was
did Michael
one-
Vick get?
Well, Michael Vick got 2 years. That was for a whole nother thing, and he was all lawyered up, so you can imagine.
1 to 5 years in prison and up to a $25,000 fine.
So what are you in for?
And it's a felony.
What are you in for? So he's a felon for life. He can't vote. What are you in for? Rape, murder, bank robbery. I chopped up my lover's Pomeranian. I mean, this guy's going to get pummeled in prison.
Oh, it's going to be awful.
Everyone loves dogs.
Yeah.
This is bad for him.
Yeah.
No, it's great.
And I think that he
disagree.
deserves
I'm
one of the
taking
worst
other stance.
punishments. I can't.
I go against the stream.
I would watch videos of this guy getting beat for $15 a minute. I would love to watch this guy get his ass kicked.
$15 a minute?
I'm telling you, this guy's a schmuck.
Nah.
He's a piece of garbage,
It's
Eddie.
not worth that. I do 15 for an hour.
15 an hour?
15 for an hour, I throw in and watch them get
Man, you
beat.
get
No,
sick of it
15 a
after
minute. 15 a minute.
That's a.
Kevin, what do you
That's a
think?
lot
But
of
then how
That's a lot
long
of
can you really enjoy watching a beat?
I'm never going to a strip club with you again.
thing.
How much would you pay to see him kill and cook the dog, though?
I mean, 15 an hour.
Yeah. You go on the Food Network.
That's Eddie's number.
That
It's
sounds
not as,
an hour.
It really
It's
isn't.
not worth less.
You got to
more.
impress me.
It's not as bad as what they do to veal and things like that. But
No,
what do you
but
think-
that's done by a big corporate kind of like thing. It's not
Yeah.
in your backyard and someone else's dog,
Kevin, what do you think?
which is weird. But
Oh, it's bad. What do you think happens to this guy in prison? Do you think they just beat the shit out of him? I mean, he's got to be a bitch, right?
I don't know. Like, what was the did the chick do something horrible or like?
Well, he said that it was revenge. Well, they said that it was revenge, but he had also allegedly beat her a couple of nights previous.
that was
So
over,
that should
wasn't
settle the
revenge
event.
enough.
That should have that should have settled
was
the
the
beat.
Beating is
They
already
cake of the revenge.
overcompensating for whatever the problem was. Beating is taking a huge step into the overcompensating.
So they're
section.
not charging her him for beating her. It's just the dog thing here.
Just the
dog's
animal
more
cruelty. Yeah.
What is wrong
Because
with
that
this
seems to be
country?
the only thing that they can prove.
I would say
Is this
Mr.
her?
What's that?
Was that the dog?
That's a different story.
Oh, okay.
A misdemeanor eating and cooking the dog. A felony for beating the woman.
Yeah.
That's what
No.
it should be.
Well, I mean, both of them are felonies.
Well, I know. This is what I'm saying. in
But
a
I think
perfect world.
killing and eating a dog, I mean, that also could.
Is it better
be
that they ate it
destructive
than they not
property.
eating it?
It's a wild dog. If it was a wild dog,
Yeah.
probably you can eat it.
There's a lot of places.
Hey, what's this?
There are
Have you
a lot
not
of
been
places.
to little wild
like a wolf?
dog?
They're wild
Yeah,
dogs,
like a
man.
coyote. Yeah.
There's a lot of places where people eat dogs.
Oh, there's
People
places
eat
in
dogs
Texas.
everywhere.
There's places in Texas. They board up the buildings when the Pomeranians come through. Yeah, there's a bunch of wild paws.
I saw a video just like this weekend of a dude eating like he had barbecued like puppies. And he was just eating it. He had a head, and he was like eating it and feeding it to some kids. Like, oh, you got to eat the
What
cheek.
country
It's
was
the
that
best
in?
part. This is America, man.
Really?
Just somewhere like Mississippi or something like that.
In Detroit, they have wild. We talked about on the show. They
Yep.
have wild packs of Chihuahuas
Yep.
running around, terrorizing people, tearing people apart.
Yeah.
Eat these dogs. Go out there, kill a Chihuahua, fucking slice it up, and eat it. Make sure you do it right. Drain it. Kill it like Go on and look.
Then
at,
it's kosher, right?
Yeah. I mean, you got to see how a pig's killed. All right, you go watch a pig getting killed and train. You got to burn off the hair.
Sure.
Eat it properly, but eat these dogs.
Well,
It's the same shit, man. There's like fucking people.
I'm
like,
voting for you.
Yeah, that was solid logic what you just said right there, man.
yeah. That's not the. we just did an episode of Abling and Stop At with Eddie, and everyone agreed as well that we will vote for Eddie for Congress.
running. I'm running.
I know it.
This is strange. I looked up what cat tastes like as well, and apparently cat is closer to pork, but it's full of weird little transparent fish-like bones.
Oh,
Yeah.
heartless.
Cat
No,
meat.
no. I would never eat cat.
You'd eat dog before cat?
Yes.
Why?
I'd eat dog before cat.
Yeah.
I would eat
Dogs
dog
seem
before
cleaner.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, I immediately thought the same thing, too. When you said cat, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Dog, I was like, it sounds delicious.
You're too muscly.
I mean, dogs might lick their own ass.
No,
but
cats lick their own ass.
Yo,
Dogs
cats-
can't get there.
Oh, dogs can't get to that?
No.
Well, okay, then that doubles down on my argument because
Oh,
I'm going
my
to say
dog used
cats.
to
Dogs
lick
can
the
get
shit
to
out of his
their
ass.
ass.
Really?
Oh my god.
dogs
Dogs
lick
can
an
definitely
ass.
eat
Oh,
ass.
But
okay.
dog's more beefy looking than a cat.
But hold on, man. You eat ass. You wouldn't eat a dog because the dog eats ass? What kind of logic is that?
I eat human ass.
You're not eating the dog tongue.
Wait, you guys
Wait,
eat?
then would you eat Ben? What are we talking about?
I would never lick my own ass. I don't even wipe it. But I think that a female's bottom side is always a nice thing to respect.
Apparently, there's
What's
been
your
a
girlfriend's name
renaissance.
again?
I don't have one
I
anymore.
saw that.
Apparently, there's been a renaissance in ass eating.
We
Yeah.
must
It's
be
back?
the
It's back.
newsletters.
Butt eating is
I
bad.
don't know if it ever left, but like I think just now, there's like a lot of rappers and just in the hip hop community is like everybody's talking about. There's this like dude who had a song called "Lamborghini My Doors," and it was just about like having your ass ate out by a chick, but just having your legs like way up in the air.
Oh,
and her just
Nice.
going
Side
down
doors.
on your ass.
I might get into this hip hop music.
Man, if they're rapping about it, then we all got to do it.
I've been doing it for years.
Gross.
But you haven't been the Lamborghini. You've been the VW behind it.
Yeah. I've been like the the station wagon.
You ever got your ass licked, Ben?
Yep.
How was it?
Wonderful.
Yeah?
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know.
It's
Sounds
great.
horrible.
No, because you have hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Get on in there. Everyone, if you're in love with someone or you just like somebody, figure out, what they're into, and if they like it, then they'll enjoy it. There's a lot of different senses down there. Malcolm X2, you understand.
Of course. Why would it be different than any other part of your body?
I'm telling you, the taint, that's where it's at.
Yeah?
Yeah, get your taint all licked up. It's fucking great.
I definitely
All right,
scratch
well,
my
that's
taint
it.
more than I scratch my ass.
There
I'll
you
tell
go.
that
And
much.
doesn't it feel wonderful?
I like it down there.
And you have your prostate there, so it's quite sensitive.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
end
You
the
get a girl when a
episode
girl's giving you ladies out there, when you're giving a dude a blowjob, get a knuckle and throw it right there onto the taint, right in the
Right in the
prostate,
taint.
like just kind of like fucking,
Like a
I don't know,
taint
massage it
massage?
there, like
Yeah.
a taint massage with the knuckle during the fucking blowjob. It's fantastic.
And cup the balls.
And cup the balls.
Yeah.
If my girlfriend, who will never listens to this, please give me a knuckle massage to my taint next time.
You were planning on breaking up after this.
Oh, well.
It's all over now, John. Malcolm X2 just ruined your life.
He knows what's going on in the world.
Always.
Well, you can delay it a little bit.
All right,
I think guys don't want to admit it, but I think every guy would secretly do it.
What?
Licking ass?
No, getting their ass licked or licking it.
Oh, no, there's
they
no
would.
secret. Yes, if anyone ever was brave enough to bear the fucking horror show that is my ass, I would, of course, let them lick it. Just no one's been brave enough yet.
I just don't want people licking it, man, because they're like, what am I going to kiss them after that? And that's fucking, I don't know.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that is a
Oh,
weird
That's
thing.
a lot of work.
People, there's people like, they'll like do other shit.
Well,
like
You
they'll,
get a
like,
masseuse to lick it.
yeah, exactly.
You
If
do
I'm
have a
having my
point.
asshole licked, I'm paying for it. It's gonna be some Asian chick who's a slave.
But if
That's who does it.
but if a girl tried that on you, would you stop her and explain to
Well,
why?
no, there's been times where I I've been hooking up with, and it's funny because when it's happened, it's not been a chick I've been hooking up with, just a girl like one time. And like she just like going down on me, and all of a sudden just like fucking shove her finger up there. I'm like, what the fuck? But it's already there, and it's like, what are you supposed to do? You just like, kind of
Go with the ride.
Did you lube it first? That's
No, that was jarring, man.
Yeah,
And
it's
it
a rookie
hurt.
mistake.
And I was
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It was very unpleasant.
I don't know why women do that. They just shove the finger up there
you
and
continue, you
non-lubricate,
let
and
it
they
go.
expect it to feel good.
Some
Yeah,
girls
what
are
do you-
playful.
I'll be honest, I had that happen once, and my reaction was this: ow, 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 because it just
It hurts,
immediately
man.
hurt.
It
Yeah,
hurts like a lot.
and that she stopped.
I'm just not that vocal, so I just like stiffed up.
That makes it worse because then
like,
you're squeezing against the finger.
yeah, no,
the
it's
finger
like
gets
just
stuck.
stiffed up, and I just fucking took it, man.
Oh, you gotta relax. That's the best you can
You
do.
went to jail for a night.
It was horrifying, man.
Well, let's just get a new hashtag yes all Kevins. Isn't that sad, Kevin? I feel for you. Terrible. I had one girl actually try to do that as well. I guess that's what they, some guy they were dated liked it.
No,
Yeah.
it's like
That's
they
all it
read
is.
fucking Cosmopolitan magazine, and it's like every issue is like 10 things to drive your dude crazy. And every
Yeah,
time
it
you
makes
read
me
one of
nuts
those, it's
when
like
you fucking put your finger in my ass.
Yeah, exactly. It says that in every. If you ever open them, it's always that.
well,
it's like
number one on all of those surveys should be like pay his bills. Like that would be great.
Andrew, you ever taken the ass?
I've never taken it in the ass. No.
Have you
I've talked
given
myself
it?
out of it.
Given it?
Butt sex?
Yeah.
No, you ever no the lick butt, eat butt.
Oh, oh yeah, sure.
You've eaten butt, but you won't put your penis in it.
Oh no, I've never had the opportunity, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to talk about that.
You got to be bold, Andrew.
Right, you got to get a visa first for that. You can't just
you need to fill out
try.
paperwork.
Yeah.
People love it when you cross that line.
There is do or do not. There is no try.
Didn't you lose a woman recently because you crossed the line?
Which one?
Buttgate.
Buttgate?
Yeah.
The great
Buttgate. I am not a crook.
Yes,
I'm
Ben
a
ate
victim.
a
I'm a victim.
Ben ate a girl's ass on the first date.
No,
and-
no.
Ate a woman's
back
ass on the
up.
first date.
First date.
Jesus, man. You don't know what type of diet she has.
Well, it doesn't matter.
What did she order for
It's
dinner?
how my grandparents met.
It would have been a nice sitcom.
I appreciate your passion and your fire, Ben.
I was in there having fun, and she enjoyed every second of it.
It was the first date.
It doesn't matter.
It
what
was
day
the
it
last
No, I mean,
date.
did you have permission? Well, she liked it though. So.
Yeah, of course I had permission. I mean, yeah, I didn't ask her, but
You didn't get rejected.
no.
Yeah,
I
sometimes
mean,
you just gotta knock on the door.
yeah, and then they shut it there.
But this one was open.
Well, Marcus.
I was about to do that. The news.
Yeah,
the news.
In fact, I've got some bird news.
Oh wow! Congratulations, Kevin.
Luke.
That last part was all satire.
British supermarket chain Tesco has backed off plans to have a marksman assassinate a small bird that has taken up residence in one of its stores. Tesco applied for a license this week from Natural England to have a marksman use an air rifle to take out the protected pied wagtail after the Great Yarmouth store closes Saturday, but the store called off plans after an outcry from members of the public, including Chris Packham, host of the BBC nature show Spring Watch. He said, "Can I ask you to rethink the shooting of the wagtail in Great Yarmouth store, please? I'm sure the bird could be caught." Tesco responded it was open to alternatives, and Packham suggested teaming with the British Trust for Ornithology to find a way to conduct a live capture and give the bird a stay of execution. Tesco East Agalia posted on its Twitter account, "Happy to liaise with BTO. We're going to explore other options over the next few weeks, and we'll keep you updated."
So why do they want to kill it?
I don't understand that at all. It's a bird, man. You can catch a bird very easily.
It's in the pet store?
Kill a bird.
No, it's in a supermarket. It's in a Tesco, which is a supermarket
Oh,
in
I
England.
see.
And so in order to kill a bird, apparently in England, you have to get a permit. So they applied for the permit just to assassinate this tiny little bird instead of capturing it and releasing it. And there was a large public
You
outcry.
can just open a window and kind of like shoo it.
No, this
Lock
must
it in.
be destroyed.
Lock it in. We're going to City Hall, boys. To get our permit. Now we're gonna cut its head off.
And what they did, they had to get the permit not because it just killing a bird, but because it is a protected species.
Oh, nice.
So this is an endangered species that instead of trying to get it out of the supermarket, they just figured they'd kill it.
That's
Let me ask you a question, Marcus.
Sure.
Did the bird have large breasts?
No, John, the bird did not have
Then
large-
execute the bird. If you cannot milk its sensual breasts, then it serves no purpose.
John, just be yourself.
I heard that there was a rare species of parrot that raped the head of a photographer in the jungles of Africa recently.
Is that true?
Yes. I find that a more interesting bird story to share, Marcus.
Is that really true?
Why do
It
you?
is very true.
Parrot
Why do
rapes
you-
man's head.
You will find it very quickly.
I'm trying to figure out why you talk like a snake.
Saggy bird breasts.
Everyone loves saggy bird breasts, and everybody knows it.
Birds also have cloacas.
What's a cloaca?
John, that story was from 4 years ago.
I live in a time machine.
I do believe that. So this poor bird, what are they going to do with it?
Well, they're going to try to capture it and release it to the wild.
Yeah. Is it a large bird? Or?
It's a very small bird. Look at it. It's a very cute bird.
Yeah.
Just let it be.
Yeah.
I see that bird flying around my house. I'm like, kill it. You know what I mean? It's like, honestly, I'm
that
thinking,
little guy.
I'm not getting this out.
It's
a little bird. I'm not thinking it's endangered. I'm thinking it's in my house. I gotta kill it.
Oh, come on, Eddie. That's a nice looking bird. It's adorable.
It's a cute bird.
What was the problem with the bird again?
The bird, it was just loose in a supermarket, and you can't have a bird flying around a supermarket.
I'm from
run all the food.
I'm sorry, I'm from Florida, and there are pigeons flying all about the Winn-Dixies in Florida. They don't
why
seem to have
can't
a
you
problem.
just have a bird in a supermarket?
Why can't we coexist?
All you need is a net.
Well, it's probably not sanitary or whatever.
Well, apparently they've tried to set traps for him. That didn't work.
What do you think,
I agree.
Andrew? Kill the bird? Don't kill the bird?
I think they need to talk with the bird.
Discuss it
They
with the
need to
bird.
figure out why the bird.
What do you think about dogs and bars, Andrew?
I'm okay with dogs and bars. I don't
Eddie?
like dog owners though.
I love it.
Dog owners
That's
and bars
right.
are usually the worst.
Yes, no,
They're feeding them to each
Andrew, you
other?
are 100%. It's not the dogs that are the problem.
Yeah.
It's the people that bring their dogs into the bar
If
that are
you
the problem.
own a dog and you call yourself that dog's like mommy, you're a psychopath. Like I hear that way too much.
Oh, God.
But you
Really?
are the
That's
mommy
really
though.
uncomfortable.
I dated a girl who called her puppy a kitty and called her kitty a puppy.
What is wrong with you? That's a statement about you, John.
No, you just knew her.
She had great breasts.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Big ones,
Nipple
huh?
rings. Amazing.
I don't like nipple rings.
Why not?
They're fun.
I mean, you know, like a girl has nipple rings, you know you can fuck her.
Yeah.
But like,
Absolutely.
it's just like, but it's just like nipple rings. It's just like, I don't know. It's like, why? Breasts is fine. I love breasts.
Fun for a night, though.
Really?
Yeah, it's that you can like grab onto the
shit.
rings with your teeth and like kind of pull on them a little bit.
Yeah. Oh,
they go
yeah.
fucking
It's like-
nuts for
I don't
it.
know.
And do you, I mean, how do you
I
feel
mean, I know
about...
what you could do with it.
I'm
How
just
do you-
afraid, like I'd like just
it.
pop open.
Breasts are so like, but that's the thing about tits is they're just so comforting and nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
But how do you
rub your
feel
face
about...
in the tits,
They're
she's out
gentle.
the time.
That's what I'm saying.
You put
For
your
a
face in the
night.
tits and you think about your mother.
Yeah. For a night, you want metal tits?
No, I want that from a girlfriend. Like I want my girlfriend to have nice tits that I can snuggle up next to. But every once in a while, you want the bionic woman.
And they keep the nipples hard.
Yeah.
Don't give
nipples are
Kevin a
always hard.
pass on saying if you put your face in a pair of tits and think about your mother.
Look, honestly, that's why fucking. What is it? Who's the
Tits are wonderful.
I'm sorry, who here doesn't think about their mother when they
Talk about
put their
Floyd.
face into
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
delicious
It's like-
breasts?
Is that's the whole shit, man. It's
Those
like
are
you
the
spend all
first
that
tits.
time sucking on your
Yeah,
mom's
Well, that's
tits,
why I always
and
put
that's
my
why you
face
suck
in a
on
chick's
tits.
butt cheeks because you don't know my mother.
You look for your mom in your
fucking
partner,
Germans.
basically, and vice versa.
leave the Germans alone, Ed.
My
Satire.
scheiße.
Satire.
Can I blow your mind right now?
Sure.
Because the curve of an ass, it's just like another set of tits.
It is.
Yeah.
Without nipples.
Except it shits on you, just like...
My
Tits
mother.
can't shit.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
didn't
you
wanna say
gotta
that.
suck on these tits. But yeah,
I always said
it's-
that. I always said that. Tits can't shit.
I agree.
I've never said it before today, but I'm about to start more.
That's
man.
how my dad explained sex to me.
So maybe a nice large set of tits with a bird cage attached to it through nipple clamps or something like that might get this bird out of the supermarket and into the arms of safety.
It's always them weird ass like classifying shit. Because I remember when I first moved there, I'd hang out like the West Village a lot, but there's like so many trannies out there. I remember me and my friends used to be like, the thing we would say is like, if we see a girl and she had like some wide ass hips, we're like, man, that chick got hips, man. That's how I know she's a chick. We would say that all the time because we were terrified of like fucking a post-op dude.
Yeah.
She got hips, man.
If I ever got a sex change, my hips would give me away.
No, I mean a lot of guys like a skinny gal.
I have a pretty mouth.
You
You
do have a
do.
pretty mouth, actually.
You'd be a great woman.
I will not say you don't. It's tiny. So it's more cute than pretty.
It's like a...
Lift it up. Show everyone your mouth.
Some people think a big pussy is a better pussy, but sometimes a tiny-lipped pussy is the best pussy.
They're more expensive.
I agree with everything.
I come for free.
Marcus, so the bird lives.
Yeah, the bird lives. Let's move on.
All right.
We're gonna move to Colorado. Incensed that an 11-year-old boy was practicing the clarinet in a neighboring backyard, a Colorado woman allegedly pointed a rifle at the child and yelled, "Fire in the hole!" Cheryl Ann Pfeiffer, 60, was arrested Wednesday afternoon at her Grand Junction home and charged with menacing, child abuse, and prohibited use of a weapon. The boy told cops he was out back doing his homework playing the clarinet when Pfeiffer came outside and screamed at him to get your ass back inside. The child told investigators that he told Pfeiffer it was his homework and he couldn't go inside because the baby was sleeping. In addition to leveling the 7mm Mauser at the young musician, Pfeiffer allegedly pointed the weapon at other children in the backyard, prompting police to file multiple felony menacing and child abuse counts against her. The boy told deputies that Pfeiffer yelled "fire in the hole" while aiming the gun at him and the other children from her front door.
I think this woman is a national hero.
I think that this is a children's lie. That these kids are fucking lying through their teeth, and this woman did none of this.
You think so?
I do think so.
Why do you
Is
think
she
that,
denying
Have
it?
you ever listened to a child practice the clarinet?
There wasn't a This is like, it's like, oh, I was being a good boy. I was out back practicing my clarinet. You know?
Yeah.
And she. So he knew it was what he was supposed to be doing. Who practiced a clarinet in the middle of the woods?
So you think that she still pointed the rifle at them, that possibly they were up to something more nefarious?
I bet she didn't even bring the rifle out. Those kids just knew that woman owned a rifle.
Nope, I can refute that because
You're wrong, Ed.
Hear the rest of the article.
Marcus, continue.
Mesa County Sheriff's Office deputies reported that Pfeiffer, who appeared intoxicated, referred to the young clarinetist as a nuisance who, quote, wouldn't stop, so she just wanted him to stop. When cops first approached Pfeiffer, she said, quote, "Oh, you're here to arrest me." Asked by a deputy why she would say that, Pfeiffer replied, quote, "Well, because I pointed a gun at the little neighbor boy."
See, now I understand why 9-year-old kids need to fucking learn how to shoot.
That's right. Good newsy.
Because you got a fucked up neighbor like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and take a look at the woman right here.
I mean,
Here's
she's
her
hideous
mugshot.
woman.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Marcus, that sounds like what your last words are going to be.
Oh, take a look at this
You're
woman
here
right
to arrest me.
Oh,
It's everything.
How old is
oh,
she,
you're
Marcus?
here to arrest me.
Except for Marcus's response would be for my internet history searches.
Marcus, how old is that woman?
She is 60 years old.
She looks okay for 60. Well,
No,
no,
she's-
She has no teeth.
Yeah, she has
Looks
no
like a
teeth.
crackhead.
Yeah.
But no,
she
good
was-
skin though.
She's doing all right. I mean,
She's got good
hair
skin.
is fine.
What?
Yeah, good
You
hair.
really
good
like
skin.
She has a good
you like
laugh.
raisins and prunes.
For
huh?
60, her skin is
60,
smooth.
She's not bad.
Yeah,
Her neck looks like an accordion.
she's 60. That's a great 60-year-old.
Oh, maybe the kids
She's got
are
like a
playing
Freddy
an
Krueger
accordion.
neck.
What? She was drunk.
Oh yeah,
And then the clarinet. That's not a good sound to hear when you're drunk.
terrible sound to
So
hear
I
any
guess she
time.
was just upset about that, huh?
National
Think
hero.
Yeah, think about like clarinet in general. You don't want to hear that, but then bad
When
clarinet.
it's good,
you know that
when it's
kid,
good, it sucks.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know this kid fucking sucks, man. Squeaking all over the place.
You know what, Eddie? Usually you say a statement as dumb as the one you said before, and I disagree. But I would have to say, Eddie, you're right on point. I love this woman, and I don't like that child. She's drunk, and he's ruining her good time.
She's just sitting in their house being drunk.
Right.
This kid's sitting outside her window.
Oh, yeah.
What's more caustic?
Exactly.
And then this kid was tormenting her.
Right.
I mean, it was tormenting. She's like, finally, after like weeks, probably.
Yeah.
And this kid going there every day.
You're not
after
getting any
school.
better.
I
Wasn't
can
the
tell you
first
right now,
time.
man. I can tell you right now. That's why I left the music program in Florida State, because it was like you do the music program, you become a teacher, and I was like, I don't know if I can trust myself to sit there and listen to a bunch of middle school kids playing fucking clarinet and tuba and not beat the shit out of all of them.
They must be beat.
They're gonna suck.
And that's college level. You're realizing that college level. This must have been going on for forever. I think this woman.
How old was the
really
kid,
justified.
Marcus?
11.
11 years old,
Yeah.
so maximum 7 months of training.
Maximum.
Yeah,
Playing the clarinet. This woman's trying to drink and watch her
She's already
soaps.
drunk.
And again,
Yeah.
when we were kids, okay, if someone was playing the clarinet really shitty and there was a group of kids around, what would that group of kids done when we were
Grab
kids?
that clarinet and bash
You
it
know
over
what
the
you
head
do
with
with
it.
a kid like this? You can't point a gun at him. You grab him and you beat him with a newspaper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But those kids,
marks,
those
right?
kids deserve to have the gun.
Yellow
pointed.
I don't know
pages.
why this kid is. Everybody knows you joined the band program that comes with the cost of the occasional getting stomped up. So that's part of it.
I agree. So this little kid, this 11-year-old, playing the clarinet, also ratted this woman out. He's the one who called. This kid sucks.
Oh, yeah.
He's not even
She
taking
was
care of
even-
that clarinet. He's sitting there in the woods, running around with a clarinet outside.
Like a Pied Piper.
He should have known. He should have put his hands up and be like, "Oh well, this is the clarinet tax." He should have known.
That's
what
right.
And she was even funny about it. I mean, she yelled, "Fire in the hole!" Like,
Yeah.
that's
Sense
something
of
funny
humor.
to yell.
Sense of humor is
Yeah,
good.
real good sense
I
of
need
humor.
to hang
on
out
this
with you
one.
guys more often, dude.
That's right, Malcolm X2. You do.
I always see the other side of these things. It's fucking stupid.
I don't like the kid running around the woods making a noise that she doesn't want to hear.
He's a bastard.
She didn't shoot him.
No.
And I mean, this is really it's parenting. It's parenting. Parenting
That too.
gone wrong.
Well, supposedly he went outside to avoid waking the baby up. So that is a parenting decision right there.
You keep saying the baby. That's so vague.
The baby. I mean, I don't have any more
It's his
information
little brother or
apart from
something.
the baby.
Yeah. It was
I
a
think
stolen baby.
Why? Wait, can we get into this? Why are kids still learning clarinet, the flute? These what was the thing?
What are we going to
the
evolve
piccolo.
past?
Woodwind.
Not the piccolo, the recorder.
Oh, the recorder's
Shouldn't
retarded.
these bands be teaching kids
Well, the
instruments that
recorder's like a
humans like to
training
hear?
instrument.
Or martial arts.
No, the recorder's not a string instrument.
Training,
No.
I said.
Bullshit. The
But
recorder's
why aren't
bullshit.
kids just learning the bass, the drums, guitar? How to DJ and mix at a young age? Why are we learning the
my girl.
clarinet? But I'll tell you, they're not teaching the kids the right things anymore. Why aren't they listening to Pitbull and learning this DJ music?
What are you
and all?
talking about? That's
kid-
horrible. That's the worst
I
advice
know
I've
it's
ever
not. I
heard.
don't like the
The
music.
DJ
I don't.
music.
I'm just
Pitbull.
saying.
Zeppelin.
I can understand.
Zeppelin would
I
be
can
good. Some
understand
old
the DJ
country
shit.
would be nice.
Pitbull.
I don't like Pitbull, Kevin. Whatever. I'm just saying. No one should be learning
It's the
clarinet.
basics of music.
Yeah, sometimes you got to be the person who plays on
You
the
play
soundtrack
saxophone.
of Guardians of the Galaxy. I'll tell you right now, in my house, I got
good
a
movie.
tenor sax, I got alto sax, I got a clarinet, I got a flute, and I got a keyboard.
Right.
Granted, I haven't touched none of that in about 2 years, but
Yeah, get
I
back on
have
that
all that
keyboard.
stuff just in case the bitches come, man.
That's right. Yeah, that's true.
No, but it's just like it's fun to plan when you're playing, but yeah, like you need soundtracks for movies and stuff.
Right.
All that Hans Zimmer, man, they need horns.
I
they
agree.
Need strings. They need all that stuff.
Yeah.
I
What would
understand what
Lord
you're
of the
saying.
Rings be like without recorders and flutes? What would Howard
Well, I don't
Shore
know.
be?
Be the
There's
same
no
exact
recorder.
movie.
I don't think there's a soundtrack that has used recorders.
There's definitely. I mean, I just found a $2,000 recorder online.
Really?
Yeah, recorders are
What
still
the
used in medieval
Is
music.
it made from human bone?
It is made from maple, my friend.
Well, that's very nice. Well, this kid had a choice. If he wanted to get good at clarinet, he would have gotten good at it right there. But instead, he chose to continue to suck and went home and called the cops.
Yeah.
And that's what's wrong with American society today. Improve, people.
Man, she should have denied it. You're an adult. He's a fucking 11-year-old.
I agree.
Deny it.
Yeah, I'd be like, that sounds
Nowadays,
crazy.
people believe these
You
11-year-olds.
are 100% right. You know what? If she would have just denied it, is it an adult's word versus a bunch of
Yeah.
children?
Doesn't matter
Nothing.
anymore. These kids have all the rights.
All the power,
Other
man.
kids involved, though.
Wait, kids have rights?
Yeah, you could say
Oh,
that.
more than us.
What?
Oh, yeah.
driving
Yeah,
around
I get in
and
more
voting.
trouble if I hit a kid than if I hit you.
Totally.
Here, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit me again, Eddie.
How'd that feel, John?
Yeah, it feels like home.
That's right.
So you know what's coming.
Exactly know what's coming. People are laughing because
I know
of it.
what's coming. I am. Hit me again,
All right,
Eddie.
don't hit him anymore, Ed.
Yeah.
Disgusting. All right.
Yeah, hit me, man. Hit me. Don't.
Serpent has come out of his cave.
The whole goddamn studio's covered.
So, Andrew, if there was one incident in your childhood that you think you could have gotten a gun pointed at you for and it would have been completely justified, what would it be?
For me,
Yeah.
I threw rocks at cars for like an entire summer.
Wait, just rocks?
Oh, rocks.
That was like my thing one summer.
I got my parents' beer bottles, and in Florida, you would have like these fake hills built to separate you from the fake canals. Because you'd have hurricanes, and so the canals would flood, so you'd need the fake hills to protect the developments. So I'd hide behind the hills, and I'm right by the highway, like 441 and the turnpike.
I know
and
all
I just
about this.
launch beer bottles over the hill, just
We
into
did water
traffic.
balloons,
And you just hear beer bottles just go.
We'd always throw shit into traffic. It was great. Sometimes they stop and you gotta run.
Oh yeah, you ran.
Oh, Fat Eddie could run fast. You don't think he can? He fucking get out of the situation.
It's always kids. That's what I'm saying.
I still picture you with a ponytail and a beard as a kid.
I would be surprised if
Okay.
the first 3 weeks the detectives on the DC sniper case were like, well, it's probably a bunch of 12-year-olds.
I'm gonna blow everyone's mind. Just imagine Eddie. If anyone, I'm sure the Roundtable Gentleman knows what Eddie looks like. Imagine Eddie with a shaved head, bleached blonde.
Oh no, I had I was bleached blonde hair in high school, and then I was a shaved head after that, and then I decided to grow my hair out.
Thank
after
God.
The shaved head.
Oh, gross.
Someone called me. I got called a skinhead twice, and I was like, all right, I'm growing it out.
Yeah. You never want to be a skinhead.
I was very scary. The whole time I had the shaved head, I was massive. I had a big shaved head. I didn't get laid one time for like 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, how old?
Grow
were
the
you?
hair out. I was 17.
You were getting laid. 16
I started.
Was this in Florida?
Oh,
Yeah,
very good.
it's Florida. Yeah.
It's Florida.
I had a shaved head in high school as well.
What's the matter with you?
I had a shaved head in high school because my parents were too poor or they just didn't want to pay for a haircut, so my dad would just buzz me once a week.
Yeah, I didn't shave
So it's
my
not
head.
good for big people to have shaved heads.
I didn't
It's
shave
scary, man.
Yeah,
I
it scared
shaved,
a lot of people.
I shaved my head when I was younger as well. Looked like a big old monkey.
It's simple.
Yeah, and I've got a real weird shaped head too.
You
a lot
do,
of
I
bumps.
could
yeah.
see.
Yeah. There's a lot of bumps. It's really I've got a disproportionately small head for my body, which is why I had long hair for such a long time. But
There's a picture of me and Eddie, and I'm shaved completely bald on my head, and it looks like Ed's giving me a big bear hug, and he's like doing a Make-A-Wish foundation for someone who's like gonna die of cancer in like 3 days.
Yeah.
No, you were sick back then.
Well, we got one more story before we get out of here. A 400-pound martial arts expert who attacked workmen because they unsettled his pet snake could soon be evicted. Christopher
Yes!
Martial arts.
and here's a picture of the fine fella right here.
Oh my God! Wow. He actually looks extremely dangerous.
Hey, wait a second.
I was joking around with him like, how is this 400-pound man gonna hurt anyone? That guy looks intense and dangerous.
Wait, Marcus, you know, is this the guy who's got videos of himself, like with the samurai sword, cutting things in half?
I don't know.
Ah.
Well, by the way, his name, Christopher Lee.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Christopher Lee lashed out at contractors trying to upgrade his kitchen and bathroom because they dared to wear baseball caps next to his Buddha statue, an action he deemed offensive. The 37-year-old from Allerton was under orders to behave since regularly abusing staff, but has possibly thrown away his last chance by this time refusing entry to gas safety experts needing to check his meter at his Liverpool home. On one occasion, Lee ejected workers because they offended him by calling him mate and his partner love. Workmen became so frightened they had to form a human chain to stop the unemployed man from attacking them.
Damn.
Wow.
There.
Yep.
I love this.
Yep, Lee, who is known for constantly interrupting previous civil court hearings in Liverpool with torrents of abuse and regular swearing episodes aimed at the bench, failed to attend a new appearance on Thursday. It was heard how, along with barring gas contractors, he was carried on abusing other staff. Let's see here. Last time in court, when told he could be arrested, he shouted, "There's no point sending hairy-ass coppers around." He added, "You're going to need the 22 Squadron." His girlfriend admitted, quote, "His vocabulary can be quite raw at times."
Wow, I love this so much.
I'm just confused. Can I get a clarification real quick? So, This is a 400-pound
martial arts
expert in Britain.
Yes.
With a girlfriend.
Yes.
And a snake.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Okie dokie.
And he's also a Buddhist.
Dude, you do
keeping the
not.
peace.
You do
I can't
not
believe this
fuck
guy
with
has a
this
snake.
This guy is
Buddhist.
great.
I think he is
This
the
guy's the man.
reincarnation of the Buddha.
It's the dream. What you do. This guy has achieved the dream.
And he's unemployed, so he has nothing to do all day. And he's living in government housing.
Marcus, what happened to this guy?
He's the martial arts expert who attacked workmen. 400 pounds. Take a look at
That's
this.
right.
Take a
Yeah,
look at
we've
this
seen
fella.
him.
Yeah.
Holy Lord.
Oh yeah, big,
tell you,
big
that's-
red-headed man.
The direction I could have gone, but I love him because he's strong. Because his shoulder fat touches his earlobe.
We should just
And that's the sign
you
of
kind
it.
of got to let him go. Send him to America. We'll put him in UFC. It'll be amazing.
He'll get his ass destroyed.
He just looks like a big, strong pig man.
They
martial
can't
arts dude.
grapple him.
It looks like he
He's
could
not-
take a lot of hits, man.
Yeah.
It's like Butterbean. It's like Butterbean.
Yeah.
You think Butterbean's
No.
gonna get destroyed? Then Butterbean rips through everyone.
Getting a black belt-
Butterbean's like, I will beat up anyone in 3 minutes. After that, can't do it.
Getting a black belt is the same thing as getting a master's in sociology. You just went through the steps. You're still stupid and fat.
This guy looks tough as fuck.
Dude, he
I'm
looks
sorry.
like he doesn't. He wouldn't
I don't
feel,
think this guy is that tough.
Scary
He
dude.
doesn't feel pain, man. Look at that guy. He probably has no
Yeah.
brain, and look how much
Yeah, dude.
width he has.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
And he has a snake, bruh.
Yeah.
And he's Buddhist.
And he's Buddhist.
They know how to
he'll
control
beat you
the
up
pain.
if you can't accept that.
I would say,
I bet he's
Thank
in good,
God
I
he's
bet
in-
he's in decent shape, which is a crazy thing to say because we know he's 400 pounds.
Right.
But I bet he's like muscular as fuck underneath all that fat.
yeah.
I bet,
Andrew,
I bet he's fast too. I bet he's real. I bet he's.
I think you're
yeah.
giving
I bet
this
he
guy
is.
a lot of accolades.
Oh no, that dude is moving, man. You
You
seen his
think so?
shoulders? Look at his
Oh
shoulders.
my god,
Yeah.
this guy is scary, dude. This
He's
guy
agile, I bet.
He should be on the Ravens. This guy.
Yeah.
He's good in doing
Like,
like
look
10
at-
yards, not
look
40,
at Ed,
but 10.
and look at Ed, and like Ed's probably like he can be like an intimidating dude to people, probably.
Sure.
But I have no doubt in my
150
mind.
pounds on me.
I have no doubt in my mind this dude could stuff Ed into a trash can butt first, man. And go for it. There's no doubt.
That's true. I will say Buddhism
I
is
would have no idea how to beat this guy. I wouldn't even you would have to shoot him.
Knees.
But that might even not work. That's what's crazy about this guy. A bat. I wouldn't choose a bat.
No.
I bet if you could hit him in the head with a bat, nothing would happen.
You need a
No,
shotgun.
big guy.
Yeah.
The first thing you go, it's always the knees.
Always
big
the
guys,
knees.
always. Yeah, Ben.
Very
If I had to
top
take
heavy.
Ben down, I'm going down
Yeah,
the
but
knees.
his knees go down way harder than other dudes' knees. You can hit this dude in the knees a bunch of times the same way you can hit me, and it's you fucking still keep on.
Shotgun in the
Right.
knees, though, like you were saying.
How
You gotta
tall is he?
clear him.
I don't
you
know
need to
exactly
kill
how. I know
Shaq.
he's
Doesn't look
400
tall,
pounds.
though.
Yeah, he looks
No,
like
he's
he's
a
probably
beast.
6
Like you
foot.
remember in Troy and a bunch of other movies, but I just thought of Troy just right now when they kept trying to kill that one big ass dude and they shot the fucking arrows in his neck and he was still like, ah! He still like killed 8 dudes after that. He just kept being like, ah! He shot like 10 arrows into it. That's that dude. He's the berserker. That's the berserker, man. That's the dude that you throw out into the field.
He's the guy you send towards the wall.
And how
You know what
proud,
the thing
how
is?
happy do you think this guy is that every single headline that I looked up, every single headline says martial arts expert?
Oh, no.
But
yeah.
okay, all of them say martial arts expert, but some of them have martial arts expert in quotes.
Yeah, well, because no one wanted to fight him in class. How
is
could you even
actually-
find out if he's an expert? I was like, no.
Eddie and I were talking earlier about Bill Maher and that show Religulous, that movie he made. It's nonsense and it's
Awful
terrible,
movie.
and all he does is shit on religion and make fun of truck drivers and things like that. Sometimes a truck driver needs religion because they're out there doing meth or they're out there banging random broads. This is a huge man, and for the first time ever, I'm happy Buddhism exists. Buddhism is the perfect religion for this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Totally peaceful. You want this guy docile. This is why he is a prime example of why religion still exists and is still important.
Don't take
because
your
without
stake,
it,
though.
if he was a Satanist, the streets would run with our blood.
So you love Buddhism?
I love it for him.
Okay.
I don't know. Buddhism does have some history of violence. It's not a
How
complete.
much?
Yeah, it's not great in India.
Yeah, not great in India. And in Thailand in the 70s, there were monks that argued that killing communists didn't violate any of the Buddhist precepts.
So once again, what was wrong with them?
No, I guess that is true, depending on your view of communists.
I just want to point out, did you know that Holden McNeely is a Buddhist?
No, he's not. He's a Unitarian.
Gross.
He He was brought to a Unitarian church with his family growing up. But
Holden's fat. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, like the Buddha.
Yeah.
And he once said if he could give everything up and live in a Buddhist
When
monastery,
did he say this?
he would.
In college?
Except for
He's the most
the cheeseburger.
possessive.
Kevin, can you just please
Hit him.
tell us
Hit
how
it, John.
ugly...
John, Kevin.
Hold it ears, ho!
John.
Why, man?
Kevin,
Why,
can you just
dude?
tell
I feel
everybody...
like, John, you got the voice of what I always imagine the ghosts in Mario sound like. The ones that follow you. That's exactly the voice that
Like,
you have.
do you mean
They never spoke, but I imagine they
Now,
spoke
Kevin, let me
exactly
ask
like
you this. Holden had John come in and replace him. How do you feel sitting next to John rather than sitting next to Holden?
Well, here's the weird thing.
You gotta look at me when you say this.
No, the weird thing about it is
Kevin.
that as gross and horrible of a human being, arguably a human being, that Holden is, I feel more comfortable sitting next to Holden than I do with you because I don't know what the fuck this shit is that you've been saying the entire time you're speaking in whispers and parables. Your eyes are all
I
fucking
speak
crazy.
the secret truths of Holdenism.
It's like, what the fuck is that? What is happening?
Oh, and speaking of which, do you have a segment?
Yes.
All right. Are we done with the stories?
Well, I could do one more if we like.
Let's do one more.
Let's do one more.
All right, let's do.
I love this fat
And then let's
karate
do
man.
the
though.
segment.
man.
I'm Ben Kissel's segment. Why do we all hate Holden? That's the segment.
All right, one
ways
more
to
story.
kill
In
Holden.
fact,
Ways to kill Holden.
ways to kill Holden. We're gonna go to Boca for this story.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Who is it? Do I know him?
A man in South Florida.
John's for Boca, too.
Yeah. A man in South Florida stopped in the middle of being chased by police Friday to ask for water and to pet some cats. Authorities said Daniel Pinedo Velopatino, 21, had stolen thousands in cash from his friend's wallet after a night of drug use. He then crashed a Lexus into multiple vehicles, including a police cruiser and a fire hydrant, before ditching the car. Officers from Boca Raton and Delray Beach were pursuing Velopatino on foot when he showed up at Candace Noonan's back sliding glass door. Noonan told WPBF, "I said, 'Excuse me, can I help you?' He said, 'Oh, I'm so sorry. Next door, I'm mowing the lawn. Do you mind if I have a glass of water?' When Noonan returned with a bottle of water, she found the supposed landscaper inside her house, lying on the floor, petting her cats, which she described as, quote, 'very odd.' She said it almost looked like he was mentally handicapped."
I don't find anything weird about that
Yeah, you get on the
story.
floor, you pet those cats.
Yeah.
It's a child that should have been aborted.
You get a little dehydrated.
You think so?
You pet a cat. You feel more comforted by it. You ask someone for a bottle of water. My uncle is a landscaper. I mean,
Yeah.
you're sitting there.
Well, he's
doing
not a landscaper. He's a thief.
No, that's my father.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
my uncle.
Yeah, when does your father
Oh,
go
no,
to
I'm talking about
prison?
this kind of story.
He's out. No, he's been out for a couple years. He tried to friend me on Facebook. It's hilarious. Anyway,
John's father was in prison for robbing banks.
several. Yes. Uh-huh. That's true.
It's
His
cool.
last name was Swift.
Twist.
Twist.
His last name was Twist.
Twist.
Yes.
Yes, my
hold on.
original name was Jonathan Edward Twist.
Were you written by...
Yes, I know. Please, sir, can I have some more gruel?
My father stole banknotes, he
Yeah,
did.
he did. He tried to have a landscaping company with my uncle, but he sold it all for drugs.
I bet your name's John Twist. You're a successful actor by now.
That's the thing that pisses me off the most. So my family, like, we've disavowed the twists, so I can't. They changed. My father adopted me when I was 1.
Yeah.
But we didn't change my name till I was 9. So when I was in court and they were telling me, so we're going to change your name from Moreno to Twist, is that okay with you? I was like, no. Wait, Twist is an awesome last name.
Yeah, Johnny
Why
Twist.
would I change it to something called... And then someone was like, Dan Marino, and I was like, oh, okay. But it's not Marino.
That's
it's
Marino. That's Dan
Yeah,
Marino.
I know.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah, you were lied to as a child.
Dan Marino consoled me for many years, but it's not Marino, it's Moreno, which is Spanish for dark complected, which
Yeah? You are
I
not.
am not.
Wow, you are very pale.
White. A white boy.
By the way, this guy, he's a wealthy man who stole some money from his friend who was probably a drug dealer.
Well, I don't know if he was wealthy.
He had a Lexus, and his friend had thousands of dollars.
No, that is true. They did seem like drug dealers.
Yeah. I think this is, and then all he wanted to do was, so they were taking Molly.
Well,
He was definitely on
He was
Molly.
probably on Molly, yeah.
Well, Noonan's husband began questioning Velopatino, who fled the premises. Noonan said they realized what had happened when they noticed police vehicles passing outside. The suspect attempted to escape by swimming across the nearby intracoastal waterway, but was apprehended by a police boat.
And those intercoastal, that's just oil.
No,
That's just-
intercoastals
there's
are
no oil.
fine.
No, my parents live off an intercoastal in Fort Lauderdale. It's filthy.
No, it's not. Those things are great. They got manatees in them.
Yeah,
Those
Eddie, where did you celebrate the 4th of July? The beach or the intercoastal?
The beach or the intercoastal.
Either
wherever I
one.
felt
No,
like
you swim in the intercoastal. It's fine. It's Florida. And I got to say, as a cat owner, if someone knocked on my door and said, hey, I'm a landscaper, I'm dehydrated, can I have some water?
Lots of landscapers down in South Florida.
Oh,
That's a great
it's hot.
excuse. This
I
guy did
did
a
it.
good job, I think.
I've done it for a summer. You drink water, and if there's a bucket and it's filled with maggots, you drink that water anyway. It's hot. So if someone came in and asked me, I would say, yes, sir, you work hard, here's some water. And if I came back and they were on the floor petting my cat, which I have one, I would say, well, of course, I have an adorable cat. Of course, the most sensible thing to do is to
He
get
was
on the
probably
floor.
trying to do his best to act normal. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm going to play with their cats.
I wouldn't be weirded out by it.
No, not at all.
He was overcompensating.
I think this is an overblown situation because people look at Florida for weird stories, and I think this is
Well,
just...
Florida does provide.
But every time nowadays, it's fucking stupid, man. In the past 2 years, every time I talk to somebody, I'm like, oh, I'm from Florida. Like, oh, Florida. And then they say some bullshit.
Yeah,
Florida's
well,
great.
welcome to what it's like to be from Texas, all right?
Nah, but Texas.
We got an
like,
unnecessary bad rap. We ain't no Texas.
Hey, Texas, we ain't no fucking Florida.
Goddamn right, you ain't.
I'm from Texas. I call all sodas Coke.
I just
Can I
wanna
get a
know,
Coke?
Marcus-
Yes, what kind? Sprite.
So who called the cops? The guy who got his money stolen or the woman who had her cat played with?
I think everybody.
Yeah, I think most people realized that there was something wrong. So yeah, everybody called the cops.
Everybody did.
Yeah. Here's a mugshot of this fella.
Yeah, he's
right
all
Oh,
fucked
he's
up.
fine.
Yeah.
He's biting his lower lip
I
in his
wouldn't let him pet my
mugshot.
cat.
Oh my God, I think that's my buddy Michael Hunt.
What's this drug that he was on?
I knew a guy named Michael Hunt as well.
Did you? I actually
Yeah,
do.
if you-
I know a guy named Michael
Yeah,
Hunt.
me too. If you
You
call,
both know Mike Hunt?
yeah, if you called him Mike, he'd kick the shit out of you.
Really?
Yeah, very violent fucker.
My Mike Hunt was stupid. He
Yeah.
was dumb. He didn't realize till way too late. He was like 14, and he tried to start going by Michael, but it was way too late.
Yeah.
So he asked for a nickname so we wouldn't call him Mike Hunt, and so his nickname was Dumb Shit. I know, it's bad.
Yeah, it's real bad.
I don't think that's
Is he still alive?
That's not bad.
He's still alive. His hobbies
Oh,
include
no, very
his
bad.
hobbies include dating 17-year-olds and driving BMWs with big subwoofers and playing rap music. He is
Whoa.
a
Oh, no.
tow-headed white guy.
I don't know if the rap music was necessarily an indicator of anything at all, but the rest of the shit.
You have
Yeah,
to.
well-
Wait, you went to Florida State, but are you from
Yeah.
South Florida?
No,
yeah.
He's from where we're from.
Oh, you're from both.
He went to School of the Arts. He went to the same
this
high
guy's-
school as
this
you,
guy,
John.
This guy is.
You guys went to high school together.
I know we didn't.
I mean, I will
forget-
say-
I'm sorry. I forgot we did
definitely
not
went to
know
the
each
same high
other in high school.
I agree with you, John. I don't think the rap music. That's
No,
that's
you
about
gotta-
right.
You're just
this
making
guy
this
is-
shit up.
This guy is not 16. He is 32.
Right.
And he still wears a backwards baseball cap and drives around in his 2001 BMW blaring.
Terrible rap music.
Sounds like he's killing it, man.
Yeah, 2001 BMW. That sounds
What are we
fucking
doing here?
great. Yeah, I love a 2001 BMW.
Oh my god!
So he
right now
sounds
I
like
got
a-
no BMWs.
Yeah.
You should hear what
This
he
dude-
says about you, John.
Yeah, he sounds like a role model for the
I
hood,
know.
man.
He says about me. He says
Everybody wants to be that dude.
Yeah, last car I owned was a fucking 92 Toyota Celica.
We do a great job of defending each other on this show, but then John showed up, and it's like, yeah, this random mythical beast who has all the pussy in Fort Lauderdale.
John is over here
South
bad mouthing
Florida.
a
Oh,
dude
my
who has an
God.
unfortunate name and happens to be killing it and is clearly celebrated in the streets.
I just realized I have two options for the segment. Either Ben delivers the "How much do we hate Holden" segment, in which I will actually turn into a normal human being and like really get with you guys on this and like really seriously talk about how much I fucking hate Holden
Just
McNeely.
do that one.
Or we can have my segment, which is entitled, do you prefer mommy milk or daddy milk?
All right, everyone hates Holden. Why do you hate Holden, John?
Oh, my fucking
This is so deep.
God. I don't. Is Holden gonna listen to this?
No, he doesn't give a shit.
shit. He doesn't listen to any episodes. He's a fucking jerk.
I mean, Jesus. Like, if I get real with this, it's gonna be tough.
Don't get too real.
Yeah, don't get too real.
Don't
No
get
one
too-
wants to hear
don't
that.
get
No.
too
Yeah,
real with
just
it.
give away what you want to give away.
Get
Like,
super real with it.
I'm just happy. I'm happy there's no eggs in here today.
Okay. Oof. It feels actually. I feel like I've got like a snake oil that just like rubbed off me right now. Why do I hate Holden?
What was the
McNeely?
thing that Holden did to you that makes you want to hate him?
Holden actually hit John one time.
Yeah, Holden hit me once. Holden actually hit me once. We started Murder Fist together, essentially. Before it was called Murder Fist, me and Holden started a sketch group together, and eventually Ed and Henry and the rest of the guys joined us. Yeah, at one point we were just arguing violently about how a show was going, and I turned to him and I said, I was like, fuck you, man.
John's also is wearing only a diaper and a gold
Yes,
chain because he's a new rapping baby called Babylon.
Well, the thing with Murder Fist is every sketch I've ever hated, they've convinced me to let them put on stage by giving me the lead role in that sketch. And so Babylon was a sketch I hated, but they gave me the part of Babylon, the rapping baby, in order to get
What's the rap again?
Sucking on your motherfucker's mama's titties. Wah, 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 wah.
That's Khalees.
That's fucking
milkshake.
awful.
Yeah.
Why did you write that for him? That's terrible.
They were 19!
So me and Holden are arguing backstage right before this sketch. I don't even remember about what. And he's like, I'll hit you. And I go, oh, yeah, you want to hit me? Go ahead and hit me, motherfucker. Hit me. And he doesn't do anything. So I turn around, and then he slaps me like a motherfucker on the back.
Open-handed slap on the back.
He doesn't even, like a bitch. Like a little bitch. He slaps me open-palmed in
He
the
had no
center
shirt
of
on
my
because
back.
he's only in a diaper.
And I'm
What a bitch! Holden-ators! Everyone who's a Holden-ator, that's who
okay.
you're following!
Yeah, okay.
A bitch!
Being John Moreno, let me just say this. Holdenators, no! He slaps me, and I turn around with the full intention of kicking his fucking ass. And Ed has to jump in between us, and he grabs me, and Ed throws me against a wall, and he gets in real close, and seriously, he whispers in my ear, don't do this. You don't want to do this. Calm down. You don't want to do this. And that's the only thing that kept me from
And then
fucking...
they went and did the sketch
And then
where
we
John was the
immediately-
rapping baby
Yeah, and then we
without
immediately-
apologizing or like anything.
He slapped him on his back.
He has never apologized to me for that because I guarantee, I'm sure whatever his perspective for this argument is, Holden is convinced he's right. So he never apologized to me for this. He slapped me in the back, and I was fully ready to punch him in his fucking face.
Not right.
That's
Not right at all.
That's why I hate Holden fucking
Kevin, why do you hate Holden?
I feel like that's
I
it.
think that's
perfect.
Yeah, that was
Kevin,
he said, well,
he slapped you in your back.
yeah.
It was a sucker slap to the back.
It wasn't even a punch to the back of the head. It was. Is that not the pussiest thing that's anyone's
I've
ever
punched
done?
people in the back of the head. That's not a pussy thing.
No,
That's
I'm
just-
saying, well,
Well, but you
Holden is
punched him.
slapping someone in
Yeah.
the
It was,
back.
I said to him, I go,
naked
go ahead, hit me. And I turn around and I get...
He like literally turned around. He literally turned around and bent over, so his back was just laid out.
Oh, my God.
And Holden like slapped it like it was a bench.
The worst part about it is like
God.
I can understand maybe if you're a dude who was like born in Park Slope, but he's like from the South, man. He's
not a man.
Oh, the rest of his
it's-
family is not like Holden. Holden is the outcast of his family.
Oh, I
It's
love Avery. His brother's
inconceivable,
great.
Oh,
man.
Avery's a wonderful man.
Yeah.
Good
Anyway, all
and
right.
strong.
I know. I feel like we should all just say we hate Holden because of that.
That's what I was going to say, too. I hate Holden because he fucking backslapped John Moreno after John confronted him to his face and said, hit me. And he waited until he turned around.
If
Andrew?
John had a gun, I wouldn't have stepped in.
I mean,
I just knew,
everyone hates Holden for their own individual reasons. He's bumpy. He's lumpy.
Congratulations, everyone.
He made it. As a matter of fact, you know what?
Holdenless episode.
The fact that Holden's not here, let's just throw this to the audience.
Yeah, this one's for you guys.
This
Today's
segment,
this is you guys enjoy your life. Like, why do you hate Holden?
Why do you hate him?
Let's hit up the Facebook page. Why don't you guys really let us know why you hate Holden McNeely?
Leave a comment and base it off of everything that John just said and everything that you've heard him say. And
let's really tear this fucker down.
Yeah.
He's got too much.
Yeah.
Holden has too much.
He's on vacation right now. It was literally complaining about going on vacation.
His ego is massive.
He doesn't deserve it.
He deserves nothing.
Nothing is too
He's
mean.
at a beach house for the next week.
With his beautiful girlfriend and great family.
A great family.
Get it, man.
My vacation, I forced a vacation. It was 4 days sitting in my home doing nothing because I could afford to do nothing
I've heard
else.
Holden complain about having to play video games all day. Vacations. Oh, I had
This
to take
is
a
your
dump.
vacation, Ben.
I can't. I love it.
You have no Holden for an entire week starting today.
You don't even want to believe.
What are you
going
to do?
I'm going to.
What do you do to his room?
I'm going. No, I don't want to go through his room.
Let's switch his. We used to switch his mattress and his box spring a lot. That's a lot of fun.
Well, I think it took because he sleeps on his box spring. I think you guys convinced him.
Those are the best type of pranks, man. Just straight up inconvenience pranks.
And make the bed again.
Yeah,
That's the other thing.
yeah.
You got to remake the bed.
I love that. Yo, my favorite thing that we ever did was this dude Rob. He lived across the hall, and we fucking hated him because his name on Call of Duty was Rob the Handsome Assassin, and that he was ugly as shit, and we all hated him. And he loved Coke Zeros, and he would always go and buy like 12 or 18 packs, and we would just go into his dorm while his roommate was there and he wasn't, and just open all of the Coke Zeros and leave them in the refrigerator.
Decarbonate all of them. Yeah. You lost $12. Fuck you.
All right.
I love shit like that.
Well, that's why we all hate Holden. All right. That's Marcus Parks. I think we should just.
I think
wrap it
so.
up.
I think that's good.
Yeah, that's great.
Sausage Fest, October 5th. Please come. We're going to have a lot of fucking fun.
We're going to find out who the mystery pooper was. Thanks for being here, Malcolm X2. Andrew Short. Andrew, a Twitter or anything that you want to plug.
Yeah, just check out the Facebook page. Say what you say about write what you hate about Holden on it. Nothing's too mean.
And the Undone Sweaters.
Oh yeah, and that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a web series called The Undone Sweaters on YouTube. You should check out.
Check that out, please.
That's right. And spread the hate to Holden on the Cave Comedy Radio page, too.
Please, I mean, he's got his own page. You know, those weirdos can go appreciate Holden on the Holdenators page.
Yeah.
But please, let us know, for us, for the rest of us, like, why we do this.
Right.
Let us know Holden's horrible.
He's the worst, and everybody knows it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to listen to all of this.
Marcus Parks on Twitter. What is it, Kevin? Kevin Barnett on Twitter.
Nah, Fat Boy Barnett.
Fat Boy Barnett. You're the skinniest one. And then Ben Kissel. And John, anything for you?
I think I have one follower on my Twitter page, which is
Me.
Not So Moreno, and it is Ed Larson. And I tried to delete it several times. I have no idea how you found it.
I found it.
You found it. I
Not
didn't
So
publicize-
Moreno.
Yeah, Not So Moreno. I tweet nothing. So
follow him.